What's up YouTube, Zero here, and today I'm going to be doing a quick walkthrough of the Warrior's Code in Ghost of Tsushima. Now a quick walkthrough is where I cut out a lot of the cutscenes and travel aspects of a mission and really just get into the meat and potatoes so I can maybe help you out in some of the more difficult aspects of the mission or maybe help you find something that you might have overlooked. So first you're going to meet Yuna, and then you're going to travel to this overlook location of this prisoner's camp. Now a little background on this mission is Yuna's brother, who's a blacksmith, was taken prisoner by the Mongols, and you're going to help her free her brother. Now when you get to this overlook location, you want to look around, and it's going to highlight on the map some areas that you may want to enter. You're going to click X, you're eventually going to find the right area, which is just a gap in the fence. After you find that location, it's going to turn to night and you're going to enter this prisoner's camp with Yuna. You're going to have to make your way down from that overlook and enter through that gap that you just found. There are 3 different locations that you can find. However, if it's a wrong location, Yuna's going to overrule you and tell you why she doesn't think the location that you originally clicked on was a correct location. So after we enter through this little gap in the fence, we're actually going to go into a little bit of a cutscene, and this is where Sakai is kind of questioning his code. He was always taught that he needs to face things as a warrior, that an assassin, somebody who kills in stealth, is a coward's way out. But Yuna is convincing him that if anyone in this camp, the Mongols, hear them coming, that they're going to kill the prisoners. And I'll show you later that actually isn't the case, but this is where you actually unlock Assassinate in the game, so you can choose your playstyle going forward, whether you want to be a samurai or you want to be an assassin. Now after you assassinate your first target, it's actually going to go into a cutscene and a flashback where you're with your uncle and you're tracking a bear. After you come out of that cutscene, you're going to also unlock Focused Hearing. Now what Focused Hearing is, if you've ever played Assassin's Creed with Eagle Vision, then that's essentially what Focused Hearing is. Sakai goes into this little state where he focuses his hearing and is able to see enemies nearby or hear enemies nearby. Now going into the camp, I accidentally don't assassinate one of the targets, and so I get a 3-on-2 essentially. Yuna is helping me out. I assassinate the first 2. I think I'm about to assassinate a 3rd target, and Sakai has other plans. Apparently the assassinate doesn't come up on my screen and I start attacking, which is no big deal. I don't fail the mission, the prisoners aren't killed, I just end up killing these 3 attackers in a samurai way instead of an assassin way. Nothing big happens. So that's just a little note there that if you don't want to complete this prisoner's camp as an assassin, you don't have to do that. Now in this area on the underground, I want to call this the underground because there's a hill and there's a lower area. I'm in the lower area. There are some supplies that you can get after you kill these enemies that are in the underground, if you will. So just walk around a little bit and collect these supplies if that's something you want to do. You obviously don't have to do it if you don't want to collect supplies, but we're early on in the game. I'm assuming that in the later game, they're going to be very useful, whether it's upgrading equipment. So I would try and collect supplies as early and often as possible, so when they're needed, you don't have to actually go grind for them, you already have them. So after you complete this lower area, we're going to go up to the top of the hill, and there is actually a tent at the top of the hill that you're going to be able to enter. It doesn't actually look like it on first glance, but you can enter right through there. But first, I'm going to go to the right and free the prisoner. There's a guard there. I'm going to assassinate him. Then I'm going to unlock this cage, realize that it's actually not Yuna's brother, but it's another prisoner. I'm going to free him, and then I'm going to go back into that tent. Now, what's really important about that tent, which I wanted to mention, it's something that you can easily overlook. It has a couple of cool collectibles in there. There's an artifact. There's a record in there. There's a tough enemy in here that you're going to have to defeat. I don't think you can sneak up on him. I wasn't able to. So he saw me, and he's a little bit beefier than normal enemies. He's not too bad though. You know when he's about to attack, he has a dual sword, so just be aware of that. You can easily dodge that if you're paying attention, and then quickly counter strike and take him out. Then after you defeat him, you can get some of the collectibles and supplies in this tent, and you have pretty much completed the area. After you finish collecting in this tent, you're going to leave the camp, and then you're going to escort Yuna and the freed prisoner down to a river where you're going to hit another cutscene. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more Ghost of Tsushima content. Well, until next time, peace.